Hi everyone, and welcome to the Columbia River Gorge. It's a little surreal. It's been almost a year since we've been on the road, and this is where it all started. It's been almost a year since we've been on the road, and this is where it all started.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. Coming back, we had all kinds of mixed emotions. We were a little bit sad, a little bit excited. We kind of miss it, but we also enjoy our lifestyle now, so it was pretty cool coming back.
Yeah. And
yeah, so it's not quite our Nomad anniversary or whatever it's called, whatever the proper name is, but it's really cool to be back here, and it's summertime. Summertime in the Columbia Gorge cannot be beat. This place is amazing. If you like the outdoors and you like being outside, there are so many great things to do here.
This is kind of our second home. We lived here for about 5 years together. So we lived here together longer than we lived in Florida, which is where we're from. So this has definitely felt a little bit like coming home.
It's a beautiful place. Right now we're at the Hole in the Wall Falls. It was created in 1938. There's a lot of really cool historical places here, a lot of old history and beauty. It's really incredible.
When it's not raining, this is a tough place to beat.
Yeah, if we were sitting here and it was 3 months later from now, let's say it's wintertime.
We wouldn't be sitting here, first of all.
Yeah, it changes a lot. But yeah, so we came back, we were traveling throughout Oregon, and we found ourselves pretty darn close to the Columbia Gorge. When we left the gorge, we actually put all of our things in a storage unit, and we decided, hey, this is a chance for us to downsize again. We downsized when we moved into our RV and took off to go travel full-time, but we found that we had too much crap in our RV, just way too much stuff, but we didn't want to get rid of it. It was stuff that had a value to us, so we had a chance now to go to the storage unit and dump some crap out. Alright, it's been almost a year. Everything we own is in our RV or in here. We have no idea what it's going to look like. It's been almost a year now.
Is there's a car under there somewhere. Oh my goodness. Oh, we just packed it all in. I totally forgot about it. There she is. There's Betty Joe. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know there's an argument of doesn't really count if you have a storage unit and you're wasting your money, but we have a lot of things that we feel like we want to hold on to, and so I think it made it a little bit easier for us to purge because we knew we weren't getting rid of it completely. But it's definitely made a massive difference.
It's hard to get rid of things if you're getting rid of it forever, but by having a storage unit, we can just put things in there for later, and then later on we can decide if we want to keep it or not as well. So before I tell you how good it feels right now to be able to access our things, let's take a step back and talk about how it was like living in the RV before the purge. It was...
Dun dun dun.
Yeah. So like, for example, if we wanted to go, today we're out here biking. If we wanted to go biking, I'd have to dig through the RV down below in our storage areas to get our helmets and our shoes and biking gear and whatnot. And it would take it was a long process. I'd have to move 3 or 4 things to get to what I wanted, put those things back, go biking, and then when we get back, undo what we just did. It was like 2 steps forward and 1 step back. It was always more work than it should have been. That's the critical part. Yeah. It was just a lot more work to do something simple.
Well, and it wasn't just accessing the stuff in the locker, right? We also are using the back of our pickup truck to haul some of our things. Our bikes are back there, Tucker's little bike cart's back there, and there was so much stuff before we could even access the bikes on top of accessing what was in our storage lockers that it's like a 30-minute process, and by that time you're like, oh, we shouldn't even go, the baby's tired, I don't know. It was just a pain, and we weren't doing as many of the things that I think we would have been doing with easier access to things. Yeah, a lot of things.
Yeah, we brought a lot of toys along thinking we're going to do all these activities, but in the end, having all those toys compounded how difficult it was to go out and do the activity, so we actually ended up, in the end, doing less. So we're excited. Now we have our mountain bikes, we have our surfboards and a paddleboard. We ditched the kayak. The kayak, we love it, but we haven't used it much, and it's a big, bulky thing that's been in the way.
We got the sheets of plywood out from when we were in Mexico and thought we were going to get stuck everywhere, so that was a few pounds out of the truck. All sorts of little things. I mean, it was just a little bit of a few items here and there, but it added up to a whole lot, and the RV just, it just feels kind of new again.
Yeah, exactly. We can move around. Everything has, I think that's the big thing. Everything, at least for us, in the RV, everything needs its own place.
Yeah.
And that sounds simple, but it's actually pretty important because when something doesn't have its place, it ends up going somewhere else, and it's in the way of something else or taking up something else's place.
Yeah, or we constantly move it around, and then you don't remember where you put stuff because it doesn't always go back in the same spot.
Yeah. And so it's tough. So yeah, this kind of goes back to when we initially took off. We really downsized a lot going from a house to an RV, but we still had too much stuff. And so yeah, just now that we have less in the RV and things have their home, it's great. I even found in the storage unit, I found a backpack for my camera that I've been wanting to use for a while, so I changed camera bags out. Now my camera and lenses and everything have their own little perfect little place, so my OCD fairies are very happy over here.
He's downplaying it. He was so excited. He was like skipping everywhere this morning. So we did make a stop at the storage unit to put away the things that we want to keep. But we also have a whole bunch of stuff that we're going to take to a Salvation Army while we're here. Being on the road for about a year gave us a really good idea of the things that we have been using and that we need and the things that we don't. And so the things that I haven't touched for the past 2 months or the whole time, it was pretty easy to get rid of those things.
So we have some pretty exciting news. We have been working on something behind the scenes, and we're going to be launching it soon, and drum roll, we're going to create a series with the current working title, Path to Full-Time.
Yeah, we are super excited. We've had a ton of questions about how we got started and what it's like to full-time travel in an RV as a family, all sorts of questions, and we want to answer all of these questions. We love that you guys are asking us things and engaging, and so we figured why not turn it into a series of videos. We're not experts, but everyone's story is individual, and so we figure why not put out there everything that we researched, we've learned, we've done, we've failed at along the way. That way, hopefully, some of you can take that home and learn from it too.
We found out that there's so many different ways to achieve the same goal. And so if your goal is to travel full-time or even part-time, but to do it well, we hope to share the tips and tricks that we've learned that make it easier, make it, you know, more of an enjoyable experience.
And we've done things wrong enough to have learned from that.
Some people have to learn the hard way, and that's been us for a lot of RVing. So this is a work in progress. We'll have more in the upcoming weeks of what's going to go down and how it's going to come out. But we're pretty excited because there's so much we've learned that we want to share, and we get a lot of the same questions over and over, and it'd be a great way to answer those questions and help other people out on their path to traveling and or full-time RVing. So thanks for tuning in. We are super excited about these new upcoming projects. And yeah, so stay tuned and we'll keep you posted. Is that good?
Yeah. I can't do like a little...
What else can we talk about storage?
Oh, and we left a year ago. Well, you could touch back on to like the whole purging thing, like maybe if you, well, no, we don't want to promote people like storing their shit.
We got rid of a rice maker. What else?
A rice maker, our little fry daddy.
I'm sure I said that.
We shouldn't say the things that we got rid of.
Okay.
Here, cut out the things that we just said we got rid of. We don't need that.